Sabha Parva, the Book of the Assembly Hall, Mahabharata. The Sabha Parva is the second book of the Mahabharata and is filled with grandeur, emotions, politics, and betrayal. It describes the construction of Yudhishthira's magnificent court, the Rajasuya Yajna, and the infamous game of dice that leads to the downfall of the Pandavas. Let's go through it with the emotions it evokes. 1. The majestic Sabha, awe and pride. The Parva begins with Maya Danava, the celestial architect, constructing an extraordinary assembly hall, Sabha, for Yudhishthira in Indraprastha. This hall is unlike anything seen before, filled with dazzling illusions, glistening crystal floors that appear like water, and shimmering pools that look like land. As the Pandavas walk through their new Sabha, pride and joy fill their hearts. They have established themselves as powerful rulers, and their kingdom shines in prosperity. Even Krishna admires the grandeur of the court, which is a symbol of the Pandavas' rise in the world. Emotion, awe, pride, celebration. 2. The Rajasuya Yajna, ambition and glory. With his kingdom thriving, Yudhishthira desires to perform the Rajasuya Yajna, a grand ritual that would declare him the emperor, Chakravarti of Bharatvarsha. But this is no easy task. To do this, he must first defeat rival kings or make them acknowledge his supremacy. The Pandavas set out on military campaigns across the land. Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadev conquer various kingdoms, earning respect and allegiance. The Rajasuya Yajna is performed with great pomp, attended by mighty kings, sages and even celestial beings. During the ceremony, a moment of honor arises. Who will receive the first offering? Agrapuja. Yudhishthira, guided by Krishna, selects Krishna himself, acknowledging him as the supreme being. This angers Shishupala, who insults Krishna. But when Shishupala crosses his limit of 100 sins, a boon granted to him, Krishna slays him with his Sudarshana chakra. Emotion, ambition, triumph, admiration, divine justice. 3. The jealousy of Duryodhana, envy and humiliation. At the heart of Sabha Parva lies Duryodhana's jealousy, which ultimately leads to the Pandavas' downfall. During his visit to the Pandava Sabha, he is bewildered by its illusions. Mistaking water for a solid surface, he lifts his garments to walk across it, only to find it dry land. Later, he mistakes a solid floor for water and falls into it. Draupadi and others laugh at his foolishness. Duryodhana is humiliated. His heart burns with rage and envy, and he resolves to destroy the Pandavas. He shares his anger with his uncle Shakuni, who then devises a cruel plan, a game of dice to strip Yudhishthira of everything. Emotion, jealousy, humiliation, revenge. 4. The game of dice, deception and despair. Despite warnings from Vidura and others, Yudhishthira is invited to Hastinapura for a friendly dice game. But Shakuni, a master of deception, plays on behalf of Duryodhana using loaded dice. Yudhishthira, bound by his love for Dharma and his addiction to gambling, loses everything: his kingdom, his brothers, himself, and finally Draupadi. As he wagers Draupadi, there is an eerie silence in the court. Draupadi, the queen of Indraprastha, is reduced to a mere stake in a game. When she is dragged into the court, she is filled with rage and humiliation. She demands justice, but the Kaurava elders remain silent. Emotion, shock, betrayal, helplessness. 5. Draupadi's Vastraharan, humiliation and divine intervention. Dushasana, at Duryodhana's command, attempts to disrobe Draupadi in the Kuru court, but Draupadi, helpless and alone, surrenders to Krishna. As Dushasana pulls at her sari, a divine miracle occurs. Her sari becomes endless, protecting her honor. Bhima, overcome with fury, swears to break Duryodhana's thighs and drink Dushasana's blood. The Pandavas, though silent, burn with rage and humiliation. Draupadi, with tears in her eyes, vows that she will not tie her hair until it is washed with Dushasana's blood. Emotion, extreme shame, helplessness, rage, oath of revenge. 6. The Pandavas' exile, pain and determination. After losing everything, Yudhishthira is challenged to one last dice game. If he wins, he regains everything. If he loses, the Pandavas must go into exile for 13 years. He loses. As the Pandavas leave for the forest, Vidura and the wise elders watch in sorrow. The Kauravas celebrate, but the Pandavas' hearts burn with the desire for justice and vengeance. Draupadi walks behind them, her hair untied, her tears unforgotten. Bhima clenches his fists, swearing that Duryodhana and his brothers will pay for this humiliation with their lives. Emotion, pain, anger, determination. Final thoughts. The emotional core of Sabha Parva. The Sabha Parva is a turning point in the Mahabharata. It begins with glory, power, and divine blessings. but descends into betrayal, suffering, and vengeance. The emotional shifts are intense. 1. Pride and triumph, the Pandavas' success and Rajasuya Yajna. 2. Jealousy and hatred, Duryodhana's humiliation and scheming. 3. Shock and betrayal, the rigged dice game. 4. Despair and humiliation, Draupadi's insult and helplessness. 5. Rage and vengeance, the Pandavas' vows of revenge. If you want to continue this epic journey with me, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. Let's explore the untold secrets of the Mahabharata together.